Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. Today we will be discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 13th chapter, from sloka number 29 onwards. Yes. And today morning we shared notes from yesterday's class. Did you find time to just have a look on that? Quick look? Nobody? Huh? Huh? Quick look? Just now? Okay. So, because in the last day's class, whatever we discussed, so if you have any questions from there, or anything is need to be clarified, just I am asking quickly, maybe 5 minutes, so yes.
So just to confirming this, whether my understanding is correct or not.
Okay.
8th to 12th chapter, it is from which kalpa, Prabhu? Like
Padma Kalpa.
Padma kalpa, that which is 15th day.
Not 15th day. Yeah, last day of the 50th year.
But generally it is all the pastimes are from Satvat kalpa, which is 15th day.
Generally, Prayikaha. That's why we should take, Bhagavatam is saying that, in another Puranas we see, Bhagavatam is a stories from the Satvata Kalpa. So that's why, how to understand then, maximum number of pastimes are from the Satvata Kalpa, few are from other kalpas. Like that we should take.
So when this drowning of earth, this thing happened in the first day of Brahma.
So,
right?
but Jiva Goswami is saying this has happened and this Manvantara, that means 51st year this is,
51st year.
and first day, and today only, it is today's story. Vartamana Sweta Varaha Kalpa.
So Varaha Dev appeared in this 51st.
That means, see, first day is Varaha day.
Okay.
Sweta day. So that's why that day, past time we should take this. Why we should take? Yesterday we were having a little bit confusion. I failed in giving logic. So I want to give logic today. Okay. Anyway, any other questions? Because the logic is not mentioned there. Sri Jiva Goswami is writing, Yadokam from here onwards, whatever the narration Maitreya is doing, Yadokam, there's a 15th sloka of the 13th chapter. From here onwards, so this is from the Vartamana Svetavaraha Kalpa story. Yes? Yes. Let me come again. Any other questions apart from this?
Any other terminology for that, like in a year there are 12 months.
Yeah.
So it is referring to which month?
Acha. Oh, month, I don't know, bro. Namings of months, I don't know.
Also, like Prabhu, like this, the last day is known as Padma Kalpa. But last day of like there is a day and then there is night.
Night we don't consider. Yes. Night. Yeah.
Yesterday we discussed that firm faith,
the
concept of firm faith. Where so, can you please explain really how that firm faith will be developed or full surrender? Because till the and one more question apart from this is that now we were discussing about that serving parents or father in that sense. Then till the point we have developed that firm faith or full surrender, we have to follow the duties, ashram duties.
That means like brahmachari, they should follow brahmachari rules, and also grihastha, they should follow grihastha rules. As per brahmachari, being the saffron naistic brahmachari, the shastra, whatever he is saying to do, that much one should do. Only because of the he has faith on bhakti, he wants to develop that faith. but he is not having the full surrender, and that's why he is not able to engage himself always in Krishna consciousness. For such a people, what Krishna is saying, tavat karmani kurvita, the nanirvidyeta yavata, means that is for the jnanis. Nirvidya means renunciation, complete detachment. That is for the jnanis. Or otherwise, matkatha shravanado shraddha va. Va is saying. Va means ar. That is for the devotees actually. Shravanado va shraddha yavanna jayate. So shraddha, if one get, then he doesn't need to karma. Before that, one has to do. In Nectar of Devotion also we see, in ending of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So Yukta Vairagya in that
question
section.
is, Prabhuji, how to develop that firm faith or full
Yeah,
surrender?
yeah. So, so now the point is, yeah, how to develop that firm faith. So firm faith means one should understand the Shraddha word, Shastrardha Vishwasaha. Here, if in our Acharya's commentary, if you see, so for Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, what is the requirement? Shraddha is the requirement. Yes. So what is the definition of that Shraddha? That's a Shastrardha Vishwasaha. We have seen that in Prabhupada also writes in NOD. It's a Jiva Goswami's wording, that is Shastrardha Vishwasaha. So one should study scriptures and understand the conclusions of those scriptures, and also he should believe in that conclusions. So that is the way. But that when will it will happen? When one get the mercy from Madhyama Bhakta, minimum. So Madhyama Bhakta he should get mercy. Then only he can get faith on that. Otherwise, so he is not able to put faith on that. Because studying, like many people, they study the books. Even the Vedas are there, and Mahabharata is there, and Bhagavatam is there, Bhagavad Gita is there. But everyone is not becoming pure devotee. The reason is they are not getting the pure devotees association, mercy. If once they get, then only bhakti begins actually, the pure bhakti. Such a person only can come into the pure devotional service. So that's why he should get mercy. That is mandatory actually. Without that, just by studying scriptures, it's not possible actually. So like, or otherwise, so like Srila Prabhupada is writing these lucid commentaries. That means he is putting his association in that wording actually. So in that way, so one can get mercy actually. And also he needs guru also, because he should, in the, like Prabhupada is also writing, one should be in association of pure devotees and study the narrations about the Lord and pure devotees. Because of this, what will happen? So if teacher is there, then he will rectify all his questions, answer the doubts. Otherwise, he self-study, if he does, it's not sufficient actually. So there should be an association of devotees and study that. Not just independently study and he will become devotee. It's not possible. And yeah, for this, what are the blocks? To develop full Shraddha, offenses also blocks actually. So to rectify that, one has to do some bhajan, definitely. Without doing, because if he did the offense towards the Vaishnava and holy name, those will be rectified only by holy name, not by anyone else. Even just he surrendered, he says to the Lord, please forgive me, that is also not sufficient to remove the offenses because of holy name. Committing offenses towards the holy name, those will be forgiven by holy name itself, not by anyone else. So that's why these are all factors are needed. And also I am saying Daiva Varnashrama Dharma is needed in this area actually, because it will keep him in mode of goodness actually. But if he doesn't follow that, what will happen is, since he is regularly associating with the past and ignorance, then he is doing the vikarma. If he doesn't follow that's why our society also is divided into Brahmana and also Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. We already adapted that system. After coming to the contact association to the devotees, immediately we are not declaring ourselves as beyond the we are karma, and we don't want to follow any rules and regulations out of body, and we will directly do the pure devotion. That we are not saying actually. This is not So this is the area. So in this area we need actually. This is the area we need the system before entering into the pure devotion. So these are the things. These are all said by in the different parts actually. If you see Uddhava Gita, this whole discussion about this diagram you can see in Uddhava Gita. And I have given lectures also on Uddhava Gita from chapter 10 to 31st, 21 chapters almost. If you have time, so please go through those. It will be very clear for you. Yeah.
You mentioned that faith means to have faith in scriptures. But sometimes
Faith in scriptures, that is a swarupa of that, resultant of that faith is what? How can you see the faith is? Anyabhilasha sunyam should come in him. That means not desiring anything else than pleasing Krishna. And also Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam also should come in him. Then his Krishnanusilanam will become Uttam Bhakti. This Anyabhilasha Sunyam and Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam are the two adjectives for Anukulyani Krishnanusilanam. Anukulyani Krishnanusilanam means is a bhajan actually. So this has to be, like you see, like the adjectives. By putting adjectives, what will happen? Refining is happening. You know, no? So like if you show flowers, then anyone can bring any color of the flowers. But when we say red flower, then out of that so many, we are bringing only red flower. Similarly, Anukulyani Krishnanusilanam means that can be the Karma Mishra Bhakti, Gnana Mishra Bhakti, Karma Gnana Mishra Bhakti. Any Bhakti can be the Anukulyani Krishnanusilanam. Anything if you do for Krishna, so to please him, that is Anukulyani Krishnanusilanam. But to make it pure, what is the needed? Two adjectives are added actually. So Anukulyani Krishnanusilanam, Anyabhilasha Sunyam and Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam. That means he should do this pleasing of Krishna and he should do only that, nothing else he should desire. That is the meaning of Anyabhilasha Sunyam. And after that we said Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam. When you said this, you are removing the doing karma and offering that kind of bhakti you are eliminating actually. Gnana Karmadi Anavrutam means your bhakti should not be covered with the karma, gnana or anything. So and so. So that's why these two adjectives are the resultant of having the faith. If one have faith means these two will come. Okay.
What is that example which you gave there? Vidya.
Prabhu?
In that box you gave an example yesterday.
This one, Prabhu. This one, Prabhu.
No, the previous box.
This one.
Jnana sadhana bhakti.
Acha, this one? This one I said. That means it's Jivan Mukta state. Acha, yes. Oh, I remember. Fire is wood and fire example. Like how to destroy the gnana. That means Brahmavadi, if he wants to go to Brahman, even the Vidya also should not be with him. Because Vidya is coming out of goodness. If this is there, then what will happen? He cannot enter into the Brahman. Brahman is completely, one should transcend from all the modes. Even he should be out of from the Vidya also.
How that analogy works?
Like fire, if you lit to a wood, then that fire will burn this wood also and also cause for the fire.
Cause of the fire.
So wood will be cause for the fire and also wood will be finished itself.
Coal gets formed.
Huh?
In the analogy.
Analogy.
There is another analogy I read. There's like there is a fire within the wood. There is a Krishna. Krishna is there within him.
No, analogy is just when we take only some amsha which is useful for you, that much only we should take from analogy. Like someone says Chandramukhi. So why we are comparing someone's face as with the Chandra? Because of that brightness and also the effulgence and coolness. So by seeing moon, we feel in the heart coolness. So we are feeling by seeing someone's face like that. So we are saying Chandramukhi. It doesn't mean that there's some black spot is there and in her also black spot is. No. Analogy, we should not take all the amshas.
Wood and fire will stay.
that wood is cause for the increasing of the fire, and itself is get burnt out. Like that vidya, using the same vidya will be burnt, and finally he will leave the vidya, and only bhakti will be there, little bhakti, because he didn't do prabala bhakti here, because he is the bhakti mishra gnani. That means he mixed bhakti with the gnana. Majorly pradhani bhuta is what? Gnana, and little bhakti he did. So because of that little bhakti's mercy only, he is able to enter into the Brahman.
Where people do karma mishra bhakti?
Karma mishra bhakti here actually. He came into contact with because they are not able to do purely bhakti now. Their chetana is still stuck on karma some extent. Because of that is the karma mishra bhakti, but it will gradually go actually. If they got powerful association and if they got the very extreme mercy, so it can take very less time to transcend from this to here. Yeah.
Yesterday you said center of Naimisha, the Meru mountain geography that you drawn. So what is a Naimisha? We heard that Naimisharanya Prabhupada says this is the center of the universe.
Oh, actually, for Earth, center is Sumeru, which is very far from our place, because we are in Bharatavarsha. And in that Bharatavarsha also different khandas are there. Bharata Khanda we are. So Bharatavarsha itself is very huge. And if you cross Bharatavarsha, then you'll at the adjacent to that, Sumeru will come. Sumeru is the center of whole Earth.
How to take when Prabhupada says Naimisharanya is the center of the
There will be one more Naimisharanya. I think we should consider like that. Yeah. Like Himalayas we have, there is a original Himalayas there. Even at the boundary of Bharatavarsha, there are Himalayas. Yeah. Like any? Okay, so in yesterday's class, we were thinking that how Jiva Goswami concluded that these narrations, Yadokam, that means sloka number 15, from here onwards, so how can we take this is story belonging to Vartamana Svetavaraha? The reason is, I am thinking, actually he didn't write, but I am guessing, so you can in that. So because you see, if we see in the previous slokas, there what Brahmaji is saying that, oh my dear Manu, you go and have progeny and rule Gam. Gam means earth. He said that. And in front of his Manu is there. But Manu started replying with what? The place meant for living these beings, Yadokam. That's sloka number 15. If we see, Yadokam means it is Yadokaha. Okaha means a dwelling place. So the dwelling place for Sarva Bhutanam, for all the living entities, whoever is descendants of Manu. And Mahi, that is nothing but what? Earth. Magna Mahambhasi. It's already drawn into the earth. So if, let us assume, Swayambhu Manu appeared in Brahmakalpa, and he is standing in front of Brahmaji, but how he can reply this? Already he is replying that he has went there and he has seen and he came and he is saying. That means what here story jumping is happened already. Getting? Because if that is a Brahmakalpa story only, if that Brahmakalpa story is continued, if you think, then how Manu is speaking, so already it is drawn into the water. It is clear? So that means here suddenly what upon this we can think Maitreya from Brahmakalpa story to he came to the Vartamana Svetavaraha Kalpa story, where already Manu sent there and he has seen and he found and it is already drawn and he was speaking to them. That conversation he brought actually. Like that we should take here, jumping off the story. So then we can, based upon, that's why Jiva Goswami simply is writing Yadokam from here onwards. This is a story of, like in the previously, while Padmakalpa story is explaining, he jumped to the Brahmakalpa story, like appearance of the Brahmaji and so on so. Like that, now also he jumped to the Vartamana, so Svetavaraha Kalpa, based upon this. Okay?
Manu is not
Huh?
It is after the Manu is born. This conversation is happening after a while, after some time of that.
No. Brahmakalpa, he appeared, then he is asking, what should I do, my dear father? That's the story. So,
But this conversation, it is of 51st year.
uh-huh.
So now the Manu is asking this, that earth is there.
Like that.
So now this, he is asking not just after born.
Yeah, maybe some.
So he is born already, and then after he has gone to check that.
Yes.
So that can happen in Brahmakalpa also, Prabhu. Like he is born in Brahmakalpa, then he went to check, and then he had this.
That's why. But story, you see, continuation of story, you see, like Brahmakalpa, he appeared. Like first Sanat Kumaras and all. Then after that, what happened? Manu appeared, and with that Manu, he is speaking. Okay.
Same thing is happening now.
And that Manu speaking, and if that Manu, if he's speaking, then that Manu should go and he should write actually. Maitreya should say that Manu went there and he saw it is already drowned, and then he's replying like that, he should write. But he didn't write like that. Manu immediately replying. So this is the area where we got the chance to consider this. Because the reason is, Rupa Goswami writes in Laghu Bhagavatamritam, there are the two, that means times Varaha comes. So this is an Varaha millennium also, this falls and he will be lifting this. So that's why, but Prabhupada is also writing, this is this millennium, present millennium stories. We should satisfy the Acharya's lines. We cannot break that. But by some logic, definitely, we should. That is only the space we are getting here. We cannot reject Jiva Goswami's words, na? And also Prabhupada lines in the purport.
So because of Prabhupada's line that this is of this millennium.
That Prabhupada is writing, Jiva Goswami is saying. And now we have to satisfy that. We cannot break that.
And then how we went to Prabhu Chakshusha?
Chakshusha is very clear. Now after saying that, so he said, continuing the story of the Vartamana Shvetavaraha Kalpa, so he said, he killed Hiranyaksha. While lifting, he was stopping and he killed. But this is clear actually. Yeah.
4 Kumaras are born, so they're fixed for entire life of Brahma.
Yeah.
Same way Rudra and Vagdevi.
Like that Manu is or not? This is the question.
That's right. So are these Manus fixed, or like is the same Swayambhu Manu comes in Brahmakalpa, Padmakalpa and
this is the actually what I am thinking for this. Manu is not staying in the higher 3 planets. Manu's present place is this. So that's why Manu also changes all the time. In every day also 14
Manus change, but are they same
all the time the
people
same Swayambhu Manu same will be coming or not? So we have to see actually. Manu's
because even in the case of let us say we, of course we are fully agreeing with Jiva Goswami what he's saying, that it is of the Shvetavaraha Kalpa story. That's we got a question. But the same thing will come now. But here also Manu has come. How he could know that?
Because that story jumped, na? So we don't know what is happening before this dialogue. Like that we can justify.
And Prabhuji, this you said that in the document that you sent, and yesterday also you said there's a Brahma Kalpa, the Padma Kalpa, and currently Shvetavaraha Kalpa is going on. In that also there is a jumping from Shvetavaraha Kalpa story to Chakshusha Manu. Chakshusha Manu story. So is this Chakshusha Manvantara story is Chakshusha Manvantara of Padma Kalpa or Brahma Kalpa?
That is this Kalpa only.
Of
this day.
on Shvetavaraha Kalpa?
That means Manvantara shifted now, not the Kalpa shifted.
Okay. So currently we are in which Manvantara? Brahmakavaraha Kalpa in which Manvantara we are in?
Now we are in the narration. Now we are in this present Vartaman Shvetavaraha Kalpa. And that Swayambhu Manvantara we are discussing. The Manvantara time what happened. Now
but that means Chakshusha means it is before us only, no?
Now Vaivasth Manvantara.
So Chakshusha comes
just before.
So of this Chakshusha is discussing. Of this Chakshusha.
That Vartaman he didn't write. This Chakshusha Manvantara is Pakka. But Shvetavaraha is Vartamana route.
Shvetavaraha Manu is Swayambhu Manu is of Shvetavaraha Kalpa. And Chakshusha Manvantari is also of this kalpa only, no?
I am thinking.
Earlier, Brahmakalpa,
Huh.
Brahmaji is telling to Manu,
Huh.
to decide on that. In that time, the story is left there only.
Originally, he is speaking about Padmakalpa. So what happens in between? He is jumping and coming and jumping and coming and jumping and coming. He will do like that. And major funda why? Because we see sometimes story is jumping, na. So only from this what you have to understand. Like in the same thing happens in the third canto also, 30th chapter. There about Jivatma, Sukadeva Goswami is explaining. Suddenly he jumps to the Jivatma, which is devotee. Actually, before he was explaining that Jivatma, which is doing the sin and it is going to the hell, and then after that different yonis it is taking, like animal yoni, and then after that it is entering into the mother's womb and getting the body. So while saying that, Jivatma prays to the Lord. How it is actually? That means, Prabhu, please. So if you say that Jivatma, if you take that Jivatma is that which is the sinful Jivatma. If that is praying, if you take, that means everyone is a devotee then. So here he explains, Jiva Goswami, once again quoting this present example. Because while saying this, sometimes speakers, so something related to something may come into their mind and they jump actually. He was explaining about the Jivatma which did devotion in the previous life and which was not successful. About that specific Jivatma is mentioning while explaining in general about the Jivatma. So like also they are also jumping. So that's why don't consider that every Jivatma is going to do devotion and pray the Lord in the womb of the mother. Actually, that is not going to happen. So, like, maybe you might. Because devotees, in the previous life, if they are devotees, they will pray that, so next time, this time, if I take birth, then I will not enter into the sense gratification. The yogi also will pray in a yogic way. Gnani also will pray. Karmi will be remembering 100 lives of his sin. And he will be reminded, you are the sinful. They got all that means for the 4 kinds of upasakas, 4 way differently, they get actually remembrance at that time. So this is just a science actually. Main funda is maybe precisely we may not able to discuss, but the point is this is a science actually. You should know it can happen like this. In the Bhagavata narration, jumpings will happen. $39, na, Prabhu? Huh? 20. Oh. Savajrakutanga nipata vega vishirna kukshi stanananayadanandunanvan utsrustam dirgambir bujaira varta chukrosha yagneshwara pahimeti. Translation: dividing into the water like a giant mountain, Lord bore divided the middle of the ocean, and 2 high waves appeared as the arms of the ocean, which cried loudly as if praying to the Lord. O Lord of all sacrifices, please don't cut me in two. Kindly give me protection. When Varaha is he's like a mountain actually. When he's entering into that Garbhodaka ocean, so it became like 2 waves, 2 wings. The 2 tides became 2 wings of him. So it's looking like, and also those hands are coming in like that. It's a praying to Varaha, don't divide me into 2. Like that Garbhodaka ocean is praying. Okay. Next. Kurai kshura pradairayam stadapi utparaparam triparu rasayam dadarshagam tatra shushusuragre Yam Jivadhanim Swayamabhyadhatta. Lord Boar penetrated the water with his oars, which were like sharp arrows, and found the limits of the ocean, although it was unlimited. He saw the earth, the resting place for all living beings, lying as it was in the beginning of creation, and he personally lifted it. So here little commentary you will see. So when he is entering, here the main points is Rasayam Rasatalopalakshite Patalatale Garbhode Ityardaha. Wherever you see in this narration Rasatala, entering into the Rasatala means Garbhodaka only we should take. So because Ataladinam Saptanameva, mani Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Pata, Rasatala and Patala. These seven are what? Saptanameva Bhu Vivaratvena. What is the meaning of Bhu Vivaratvam? So Bhumi, earth is having this some Vivara means open place. So that means there is a, under the Sumeru there is an open place. In that open space they are there like a cavities. Like how? Seven. Under the earth, inside the earth, not under the earth, inside the earth, in that hole of earth. So that's why Prithvitvat. These Atalad is also considered as one way Prithvi only. Prithvitvat Rasatale Tasyaha Stitya Sambhavat. So how the earth can fall on the Rasatala where the Rasatala which is already in earth? It's not possible. Asambhavat. So Stitya Sambhavat. Stiti Asambhava. So this is the proof actually. So many times you may ask actually this how Rasatala it is falling. That means earth is falling in Rasatala. We cannot take it into the Rasatala, but we should take. Because whenever there is impossibility, then you should take the secondary meaning. Like example, Gangayam Goshaha. If someone said that my house is on the Ganges, or otherwise sometimes they say my house is on the road. So it's not possible how anyone's house is on the road. So that means what you should take when there is the impossibility of taking that direct meaning, then we should take the conjure meaning, secondary meaning. Similarly here, so Rasatala which is there already in the inside of the cavity of the earth. So how can you expect that this earth is falling in that? So it is the impossibility of taking the direct meaning. So that's why we should take the secondary meaning. That secondary meaning is this earth is falling in, which is that means near to the Rasatala, that is nothing but Garbhodaka ocean. So it is falling in Garbhodaka ocean. Like that we should take. Like in the case of my house is in Ganges, means we should not take Ganges, but the just side of that Ganges. That is a, so yeah. Yaduk, this also gave another, and this is the point I want to mention. That's all here. Then remaining thing is a description how Lord Varaha is entering into this ocean and so and so. Next. Swadan Shrayodrutya Mahim Nimagnam Savuttita Samruruche Rasaya Tatrapi Daityam Gadaya Patantam Sunaba Sandipata Tivramanyuhu. Lord Boar very easily took the earth on his tusks and got it out of the water. Thus he appeared very splendid. Then his anger glowing like a Sudarshana wheel. He immediately killed the demon, Hiranyaksha, although he tried to fight with the Lord. Here jump. Here jumping happened actually. We don't hear anything about Hiranyaksha. Now Maitreya is saying that Lord Boar, that means Varaha, killed Hiranyaksha. How it is? So that means he is mixing the story of Chaksha Manvantara with Svetavaraha Kalpa story. So tatrapi tadrisha samplavaambhasi ityapi vismaye daityam hiranyaksham jagan adi daityam chapad kidrisham. So rudantam rodhum chatur dikshuhu brahman. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, the Vedic literature describes the narrations of the Lord boar in two different devastations, namely the Chaksha devastation and Swayambhuva devastation. This particular appearance of the boar incarnation actually took place in Swayambhuva devastation, when all planets other than the higher ones, Jana, Mahar and Satya, merged into the water of devastation. That means every day there is a devastation. Till where? Till Sargaloka. That till Maharloka, that means almost all. Maharloka is fire will be lit into the till Swarga. So Maharloka people also they go up. So Jana, Satya, Jana and Tapo. Actually these three will be safe. These will not be devastated actually. And remaining thing, everything will be with the water. So that's why at that time this earth is skipped because of that water. When the ending of the day. So that's why in the beginning, when the day begins, then there is no earth. So then at that time, Swayambhu Manu goes and he asks. Then Lord will come in the form of Varaha and he will lift it. That is possible. But this kind of thing, that means skipping earth, this kind of thing can be happening at the devastation of the whole day. And also after every Manvantara, there is a one devastation. That is the Manvantara, like you can see. Then Matsya Bhagavan comes and he will save. So here that's why this, at that time actually the whole earth will not shrunk actually. Only whole earth will become after the Manvantara Jalamayam. But it will not, water will not come such a way that earth can fall from its place. Such a thing will not happen after every Manvantara. But after the Kalpa, it can happen actually. So, but that's why Kalpa time, till Swarga, water will rise actually. First fire will come, it will destroy everything, then water will come and then it will finish everything. So then there is a chance to fall earth from its place because of that water. But, so that's why here Jiva Goswami, these are all saying, this is Swayambhu Manvantara devastation. And, but killing this Hiranyaksha, it is not possible at that time. Because Hiranyaksha cannot be there in the beginning of the Swayambhu Manvantara. So Hiranyaksha will be the son of Diti and she is daughter of Daksha and Daksha is son of Prachetas and that happens in Chakshas Manvantara. So that's why this killing is Chakshas Manvantara story and devastation is Swayambhu Manvantara story. Okay. The same thing is that particular incarnation of the boar was seen by inhabitants of the planets mentioned above. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti suggests that the sage Maitreya amalgamated both the boar incarnations in different devastations and summarized them in his description to Vidura. So here that's why Rupa Goswami writes in his Laghu Bhagavatamritam. He says that here there are the two Varaha incarnations. One is the Nila Varaha and another is Sweta Varaha. And this is Tamala Varnam. So we are hearing the color of the Varaha is Tamala Varnam. Prabhupada is writing as red. I don't know. Tamala can be taken many meanings. And Jiva Goswami is writing it is black. And here Rupa Goswami is writing it blue, dark blue. So I cannot answer this even if you ask. The different colors are there by different acharyas. So I don't know. So there also Rupa Goswami also is approving that there are two Varaha avatars. One is in the Sweta Varaha and another is in Chakshasa Manvantara. So that is a Sanskrit is telling about that. just lift. Yeah. The same. Here it is said clearly. देखिए, अत्र श्वेतवराह कल्पे स्वयंभू मनवंतर आरंभे. In the beginning of Swayambhu Manvantara, Brahma Nasatah eva Svetavaraha Avirbhuya. From the nose of Brahmaji, Swaraha appears. Kevalam, that means only Prithivim Udritya eva Antardhatha. Antardhathat. That means he will lift the earth and he will disappear. Tataha, after that, Saste, Chaksha Manvantare, Punar Akasmike Pralaye. Jaladehi Avirbhuya. That means after in the Chaksha Manvantara there is Akasmika Pralaya. So Pralaye Jaladehi Avirbhuya Neelavaraha Prithivim Uddharan. Neelavaraha will come and he will lift the earth. So Hiranyaksham Jagana, and also he kills the Hiranyaksha. Iti Varaha Dvaya Leelam Eki Krutyaiva Maitreya Praha. So these two different Leelas, Eki Krutya means made one, and Maitreya spoke this. Okay. This who is a Lagubhavaratamtam. We are having the proof from the down actually. This the same thing whatever Vishwanath said in these two lines. This also saying Sanskrit text is also saying Dvida Avirasit Kalpe Asmin Adye Swayambhu Manvantare. So it is Rupa Goswami's composition, these slokas. Same thing he is saying. Okay, next. Jaganarundanamahasya vikramam salilayebham mrugaradivambasi tadrakta pankankita gandatundo yatha gajendro jagatim vibindan. Thereupon Lord Boar killed the demon within the water, just as a lion kills an elephant. The cheeks and tongue of the Lord became smeared with the blood of the demon, just as an elephant becomes reddish from digging the purple earth. Yes, it's clear, na? Here also there are different considerations. Some they say with four-handed Varaha appeared. Some they say two are the human hands and he having fighting with the club, and some a half is Varaha and a half is like human type. Like the human hands he has. Like that. That is also there and somewhere else. Okay. Tamala Neelam Sidadanta Kotya Kshmamut Kshipantam Gajalilayanka Pragnaya Baddhanjalayo Nuvakai Virinchi Mukya Upatasturisham. Then the Lord, playing like an elephant, suspended the earth on the edge of his curved white tusks. He assumed a bluish complexion like that of Tamala tree. And thus the sages headed by Brahma could understand him to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offered respectful obeisances unto the Lord. Here, so now while this is happening and being lifted on the higher planets, Swayambhu Manvantara, that means in the night, before that night, devastation happens. That means, but upper three planets, living beings will be there. The sages will be there. So those are watching this and they are started praying offers. Three. Rishi Uchuhu. Rishis from that planets they are saying actually. They are praying to the Lord, glorifying. Rishi Uchuhu. Jitam jitam te jita yagna bhavana trayim tanum swam paridhunvate nama yadroma garteshu nililyuruddhayas tasmai namah karana sukarayate. All the great sages uttered with great respect, O unconquerable enjoyer of all sacrifices, all glories and all victories unto you. You are moving in your form of the personified Vedas, and in the hair holes of your body, the oceans are submerged for certain reasons. You have now assumed the form of a boar. Purport: the Lord can assume any form he likes. In all circumstances, he is the cause of all causes. Since his form is transcendental, he is always Supreme Personality of Godhead, and as he is in the causal ocean in the form of Mahavishnu. Innumerable universes generate from the holes of his bodily hairs, and thus his transcendental body is the Vedas personified. So Karnanusai Vishnu, when Lord wants to do creation, Loka Sisrukshaya, Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibihi. So Loka Sisrukshaya. When Krishna wants to do creation, then what he will do? He will take the Purusha avatars. First Purusha avatara is Karnanusai Vishnu. So he takes means Gruhana, that means he made it appear. It's already there. When he wants to create all the lokas with the Mahadadis, then he will take the Purusha form, then Karnanusai Vishnu glances on that, then then the Brahmandas are formed, and Lord enter into that in the form of Karnanusai Vishnu, enter into the form of Garbhodakasai Vishnu. And that Garbhodakasai Vishnu, from there all avatars comes. All avatars comes means Gunavataras all come from him, and then from him Vishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu come, and from Kshirodakasai Vishnu all other avatars will come which are required to play in this earth or other in this universe. So like that. So he is the cause, he is the enjoyer and of all sacrifices, and he is the unconquerable Supreme Personality of God. He is never to be misunderstood to be other than Supreme Lord because of his assuming the form of a bow to lift the earth.
Avatar means one who descends to person, right? So he accepts the form or he takes the descends as Vara.
So Amsha and Amshi description is given in first and third chapter. Amsha and Amshi concept is just prakata and aprakata of the energies. So Amsha and Amshi science is what? Is nothing but the prakata, exhibiting. Lord is everywhere. Krishna is everywhere. Yes, Krishna is Vibhu, is everywhere. So you cannot say that this is the place Krishna is not there. And whenever which is needed, so there he will exhibit some energies, either in the form of Varaha, Matsya, Kurma, Vamana. Like that same peacock feather, and you can see in the different angles with the different colors. Similarly, to nourish the Leela, to otherwise to make the Leela beautiful, Lord will manifest only that much energies so that that Leela can be wonderful and very much, that means liking for his devotees. So this is the exhibition of the energies is nothing but the avatar and avatari. If more are there, that is the Amshi. If less is there, then that is the Amsha, like that.
But this Amshi and Amsha eternally existing.
Eternally existing. All energies are with him, but appearing, disappearing, he does. And that too also, as per the requirement of Leela only, he appear that potencies. Like for everything Krishna only appears, then how it will be? There will be no rasa actually. So that's why there are the different energies are being manifested in the form of avatars. Everyone is feeling sleepy. Wow. Huh? Three means Vedas. Vedic. That means his body is full of Vedas. Yes, three. Trigunya Vishaya Veda. We say, na? Three means Vedas. No. Three means is Varaha is Vedamayi. Is a personification of Vedas.
Three Vedas.
Yeah.
Fourth Veda is not.
No. Fourth Veda is also actually only one Veda only. It is divided, but majorly we take three because yesterday I said Vichara work is there in that. That's why we don't take that much. How to kill people and how to do black magic and all those things are there in that. So these rishis, they are saying this body is Trayimai. Trayi Tanum means he is a personification of Vedas, and that's why these rishis in the coming slokas we are seeing, So they are seeing the different instruments of yajna. While performing Vedas, mostly they describe about different yajnas. In performance of the yajnas, there are different spoons and different objects we use, the vessels we use, and they are seeing all those vessels as the limbs of Varaha. So that is the description we are seeing in the coming slokas. Because these sages are seeing, it's not that his body is made up of all these, but because they are sages and Lord is personification of Vedas, so that's why they are seeing. So Vedic, that means Vedas means mostly telling about the yajnas, and that's why the yajna instrument they are seeing in his body and describing. Your tusk is like that, and your ears are like that, your eyes are like that they are explaining actually. Lord, next. Rupam tavaitannanu dushkrutatmanam durdarshanam deva yadvaratmakam chandamsi yasya tvachi barhi roma swajyam drushi twadangrishu chaturhotram. O Lord, your form is worshipable by performance of sacrifice, but souls who are simply miscreants are unable to see it. All the Vedic hymns, Gayatri and others are in the tusk of your skin, are in the touch of your skin. In your bodily hairs is the kusha grass. In your eyes is the clarified butter. And in your legs are the 4 kinds of fruitive activities. That means Chaturhotram. Chaturhotram, this Chaturhotram we know, na? Rug, Yajus, Sama, Atharva. We Veda mantras we do. So every yajna is divided into 4 activities. There will be 4 different rituals are needed. Yes. Hota, 4 priests are required for completion of any yajna. So Hota, Udgata, Advaryu and Brahma. So that's why they do 4 activities, and those activities are known as Chatur Hotram. Each Ritik's work is known as Hotram, 1 Hotram. So Chatur Hotram. Based upon Chatur Hotram only, initially there is only 1 Veda. So that is Yajur Veda. That is being divided into 4 Vedas by the principle of Chatur Hotram. In the first canto, 4th chapter, we can see there initially, 1 Veda only, but people are not able to digest that. It's difficult for them to digest this and recite everyone, all the Veda they should learn. That is not possible. So that's why 1 Veda, which is known as Yajur Veda, so that is being divided into 4 Vedas with the principle of what? For performance of any yajna, we need 4 ritviks, and they chant the 4 different mantras, different types of mantras, 4 different types of mantras. This is known as Hota. That means he chants the riks. All riks from Yajur Veda brought and made it as Rig Veda. And this is the Udgata. So Udgata chants the mantras which are known as Sama mantras. So that's why those made it as Sama Veda. Like that same Advaryu. Advaryu, we chant the mantras written Yajur Veda.
Some places we hear original Veda is Rig Veda.
No. Yajur Veda. So Brahma, so he chants it's the Adharva Veda. And remaining, that means whatever the stories are there in this Yajur Veda, those are all made into the Itihasas and Puranas. That's a Panchama Veda. It's the 5th Veda actually. And remaining whatever is there, he kept in Yajur Veda itself. Is known as Yajur Veda. Like this, total 5 he made into the 1 into Veda into 5 divisions. So that's why all Puranas and Itihasas also Veda only. Vedattum is there. And there 4th chapter it is there in the first canto. So now this Varaha Bhagavan is personification of Vedas. So that's why these rishis are seeing, majorly in the Vedas what is there, Karma Kanda is there. So that's why they are seeing, since he is a personification of Vedas, they are seeing the different objects required for performing yajna. Yajna. So now in the skin they are seeing what? These pores are as, they are seeing as kusha. And eyes are as clarified butter. And like that. Now we can see in the next sloka.
Is it
Yeah.
similar to Vishwarupa kind of? How the Gyanis they see whole planetary system as a
Yeah.
different body links of Krishna?
Yeah, the Chetana is like that. So because their sages perform the different tapasyas and yajnas, so that's why they are seeing Lord Varaha as personification of Vedas, and they are seeing the Vedic yajna instruments in that. And devotees like you see Krishna also, some who are the enemies, they are seeing as he is a fighter. And someone are seeing who is loving him, they are seeing as he is a cupid. And like their motherly sons, they are seeing as a son, like that.
It depends on their consciousness.
Yeah, but everything is in him only, of course. And they are seeing. But Varaha is more personification of Vedas, so that's why they are seeing. That energy, that means the energy needed to the Vedas, manifestation of Veda, that now took in the form. That energy is exhibited there. So, like this, every avatara is manifesting some specific energy. Like some in the avatars you can see a lot of madhurya, and some in the lot of saundarya, that means beauty we can see, and some places the power we can see, like that. Avatars changes based upon their manifestation of energies.
So this is like, this can be confused with the Mayavad concept also, like they think like energy took the form.
Energies, Lord only is exhibiting his energies, and that's why you say it as Hamsa. But Mayavadis, how they think everything is out of Maya actually. Now we are saying these energies are Lord's internal potency, Sarupa Shakti. They don't accept Sarupa Shakti for the absolute truth. Absolute truth doesn't have any Shakti, they say. So Shakti, Shaktiman, Bheda is not there. Only one. That is Gnanamayam, Anandamayam. So that is Anandamayam and also Ananta. Like that they say. Their definition is completely different actually. And they say Lord's form is also out of Maya. But we are also saying out of Maya. But this Maya is Yoga Maya. And that is because in the Shastra you see Lord's form is out of Maya, then they are taking advantage of that word Maya. And they say all forms are out of Maya. But also there are another places in the statements, he is a Nitya and is always existing, and his form is also existing. Then they say that actually Lord is not having any form, and they'll take the Gaunartha for that, secondary meanings. And they say that these are all, we should take here impossibility of taking this direct meaning. So that's why we should take the secondary meaning, like how Gangayam Gosha, Lakshanika Arthas. And like the many Veda Vakyas, wherever the Lord's form is established, and they are just gala dabana, उस श्रुतियों को गला दबा देते हैं वो लोग, उनको बोलने नहीं देते. लेकिन हम लोगों का वैसा नहीं एक्चुअली. We are properly taking by the philosophy of Achintya Veda Veda. Srakthrund Asisruva Ishanasayor Idodare Chamasa Karnarandre Prashitramasye Grasane Grahastute Yacharvanam Te Bhagavan Nigrahotram. O Lord, your tongue is a plate of sacrifice. Your nostrils is another plate of sacrifice. In your belly is the eating plate of sacrifice, and other plate of sacrifice is the whole of your ears. In your mouth is Brahma plate of sacrifice. Your throat is the plate of sacrifice known as Soma, and whatever you chew is known as Agnihotra. So see, in Yajna there are the different plates and different spoons are used, and they are having also name. Srava, like the different spoons. If we see like proper Yajna Brahmanas, they know these instruments actually. And Ida, that means that vessel name, the different, I think maybe someone. Probably I think you heard these names. Yeah. The Vedavadis say that there is nothing more than the Vedas and performance of sacrifice mentioned in the Vedas. They have recently made a rule in their group of formally observe daily sacrifice. They simply ignite a small fire and offer something whimsically, but they don't strictly follow the sacrificial rules and regulations mentioned in the Vedas. It is understood that by regulation, there are different plates of sacrifice required, such as Srak, Sruva, Barhis, Chaturhotra, Ida, Chamasa, Pras, Prashitra, Graha, and Agnihotra. And also the shape and size and also width, everything strictly has to be followed. You cannot use any spoon to offer the oblations. So that is a Vedic rules actually. And strictly they follow this. One cannot achieve the result of sacrifice unless one observe the strict regulations. Karma is not like bhakti. In karma, even there is a little dosha is there, then result will not come. And also on top of that, so anti-result, that means bad result, bad reaction will come. Like in the case of Twasta, so he was chanting na mantra. When Anudatta and Udatta, he replaced that, then what happened? Then there is a problem. Hey, okay, no problem. The incarnation of the Supreme Lord is Yagneshwara, and unless one has a respect for the incarnations of the Lord, he cannot perfectly perform sacrifice. In other, nothing. Kaliyuga Sankirtani, that is Prabhupada 100,000 times in every purport he writes. Wherever yajna comes, in Kaliyuga there is only one yajna. And wherever some Guru point comes, Guru Parampara. These there in the all pervasive points, these are all purports. Different plates of sacrifice correspond to the different parts of the body of Lord's incarnation. In Srimad Bhagavata 11th canto, it is explicitly directed that one should perform Sankirtan Yajna to please Lord's incarnation as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yajnehi Sankirtana Prayehi Yajanti Sumedasaha. Dikshanu Janmopasada Sirodharam Tvam Pranayino Danayina Yadrshaha Jihva Pravargyastava Shirshakam Krato Satyava Satyam Chitayo Savohite. Moreover, O Lord, the repetition of your appearance is the desire for all kinds of initiation. Your neck is the place for 3 desires, and your tusks are the result of initiation and the end of all desires. Your tongue is the prior activities of initiation. Your head is the fire without sacrifice as well as the fire of worship, and your living forces are aggregate of all desires. One second. Diksha Dikshiniyeshtihi Anujanma Varam Varam Ityabhivyaktihi. Diksha, Prabhupada translating as initiation. That is a specific term for the performance of yajna actually. So, Isti, Diksha, Yajna, Havana, these are the different levels of the yajna. So, very technical terms. I also don't know much. I am saying frankly. These are all very, very specific yogic terms. Ishti is one thing, and Savana is one thing. Yaga, Yajna, these are the different words, and there is a very variation will come. So Ishtayaha Sirodharam Griva. So Ishti is saying as a desire actually, Prabhupada. Actually Ishti is a kind of yajna. Low level of yajna is known as Ishti. And Ishtayaha. The 3 types of Ishtis are there. And those names I don't know much. Okay. Ishtaka Chanani Pancha Asavaha Pranaha. Okay. In Kali Yuga only one yajna. Sankirtani yajna. These yajnas are not possible. I don't know. Somastureta savananya vastiti samsta vibhedastava devadhatavaha satrani sarvani sharira sandhi tvam sarva yajna kraturishti bandhanaha. Another one more is kratu also. O Lord, your semen is the sacrifice called Soma Yajna. Your growth is the ritualistic performance of the morning. Your skin and touch sensation are the 7 elements of Agnishtoma sacrifice. Your bodily joints are symbols of various other sacrifices performed in 12 days. Therefore, you are the object of all sacrifices called Soma and Asoma. And you are bound by Yajnas only. If you want to know more detail, actually, this kind of yajnas and also how to perform and rules and regulations and what is prakriti for the one yajna and what is the vikruti and how the rules are applied and how to set up the whole yajna, these are all explained in the Mimamsa principles by Jaimini. Jaimini gave various Mimamsa principles, and so that yajnas how to perform and what are the rules, what is the main activity before that main yeah. So Dravya Shuddhi, this should happen. That means pre-activities, post-activities. Dakshana, and these are the post-activities for yajna and the main activity. And what are the rules are applied for the Uchyagya and what rules should be taken. Many, lot of discussion, and it's a huge book, huge science this is. And there, they are very familiar with all these different words. And Mimamsa principles, Mimamsa Prakash, Nyaya Prakash. And also Saubhar Rishi wrote the commentary on Jaimini's Sutras. Saubhari Muni. So one can, if anyone interested, they can go into. So Agnishtoma, Atyagnishtoma, Utkata, Shodashi, Vajipeya. These are the very prime yajnas actually. नमो नमस्ते किल मंत्र देवता द्रव्याय सर्वक्रतवे क्रियात्मने वैराग्य भक्त्यात्मजानुभाविता ज्ञानाय विद्या गुरवे नमो नमः. O Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead and are worshipable by universal prayers, Vedic hymns and sacrificial ingredients. We offer our obeisances unto you. You can be realized by the pure mind freed from all visible and invisible material contamination. We offer our respectful obeisances to you as the Supreme Spiritual Master of knowledge in devotional service. ये main श्लोक है actually. This is important. Till now, these sages, they were seeing, how they were seeing, they are seeing as the yajna, as the Vedas. And yajnas they are seeing. Now in this, they are glorifying as Uktardam Samasena Stuvanaha Pranamanti Namo Nama iti Kriyatmane Yajnadi Vyapara Rupaya Yajjapi Evam Tvam Lelaya Karma Marga Pravartakatvena Sarvakarana Murti Rasi Tadapi Karma Phala Spruha Rahitaya Bhaktyiva Tava Anubhavaha Bhavet Ityahuhu. These sages, all they are seeing, of course, as the yajna, and by seeing that form of the Lord, everyone will be so induced to do what? Karma and get the results of that karma. But that is not the real purpose. That means he is saying Drushta Drishta Karma Phala Spruha Rahitya Tad Yukta Ya Bhakti Tayaiva Atmanaha Manasaha Jayaha Tena Anubhavitam Sakshat Krutam Gnana Vishayakam. So Ena Tasmai. That means they are seeing him as Vairagya Bhaktyatmajaya Anubhavita Gnanaya. Vairagya Bhaktyatmajaya. Vairagya means what kind of Vairagya? If you see Vedas, maybe people get attracted towards the Karma Kanda and they may do the Pravritta Karma. That means like fruitive activities. But one should not think that that is the real purpose of the Vedas. Vairagya bhaktyatma jaya. That means one has to renounce that. That means one should do the bhakti without this fruitive activity. That means gnana karmadi anavritam. Tadapi karma phala spruha rahitaya. Anyabhilasha sunyam. And not only abhilasha, you should also should free from that karma. So anyabhilasha sunyam and also needed. So karma anavritam. That kind of bhakti, if anyone do, so rahitaya bhaktyiva tava anubhava. So whoever is doing such a bhakti from the karma and also desire for the fruitive results, and those people only can experience you. Tava anubhava bhavayet. For them only they can experience you. Like that they are glorifying. Till here they glorified him as the form of the yajnas, and now they are glorifying. But actually, people can realize, experience you by doing the bhakti which is free from the karma and the fruitive mentality. Vairagya means what you should take? Drishta adrishta karma phala spruha rahityam. That means free from drishta phala and adrishta phala. So getting the wealth on this earthly planet, by doing karma, one can become a king or one can earn a lot of wealth. This is the drishta phalam. And adrishta phalam means going to the swarga is adrishta phalam. One should be free from the drishta karma phala spruha rahityam. Free from that means the seen which can be result which can be seen and also which cannot be seen. That is getting the swarga. Free from this tad yukta ya bhaktihi. That means anyabhilasha sunyam bhakti. And also, so then, ya bhakti tayaiva atmanaha manasaha jayaha. By that only one can control his mind, heart, and tena anubhavitam sakshat krutam gnanam savishekam. So by that only one can experience the Lord.
This drishta, adrishta phalam, is it only possible in karma? Karma mishra, jnana mishra also is there.
Gnana Mishra, if someone means he doesn't have any desire for, so drishta phalam. He is desire for only moksha.
In bhakti?
Hmm?
In bhakti, when in the net of devotion it comes external benefits. Drishta benefits.
Bhakti, artha, jignasu, artharthi, gnani. These people, they can do bhakti for getting this some kind of this artharthi. That's a drishta phalam. He is desiring drishta phalam. So that.
Shubhada is not under consideration. Drishta.
Acha, when one do bhakti, so if he comes. If he comes to this area, so when we do the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, so after taking the shelter to the Guru and then after Drashadha, one we doing the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, Suddha Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, then the two leaves will come, Klesha Agni and Subhada. Those are the obstacles for bhakti actually, Subhada. That means Subhada means manifesting of the some auspicious results which are like name, fame, and so on, so other things like wealth, whatever. So those are all bhakti anarthas. One should not get attracted by those, and he should not get attracted by that and continue his bhajan, then he will. So then that is not considered as, he is already anyabhilasha sunya, then only you can consider in this area. He already,
This Shraddha, right? Form faith, Rache,
yeah.
he starts bhakti.
Yes, Suddha Bhakti, Uttam Bhakti. Before that is there Bhakti. This is not Suddha Bhakti.
So what is adrishta?
Adrishta phalam is Sarga Sukha, Sarga. After doing yajna, immediately it will not be visible. It is there, that means from that yajna, so adrishtam, that means unseen thing is deposited in your account. That is only visible when one leaves this body. So that's why this is known as adrishta phalam. After performance of the yajna, one result already we are getting. That is adrishtam. Otherwise unseen. But some things sometimes we can see also. Like Putra Kameshti Yaga, if they do drishta phalam, immediately after some time he is seeing the result. Maybe. Okay. The qualification of bhakti.
We are doing karma mishra bhakti, also we have drishta phalas.
Yeah, karma mishra bhakti also three types. So Sakama Karma Mishra Bhakti, Kaivalya Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti, Matra Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti. That means taking the support of karma to the bhakti if you do, that means bhakti along with that karma if you do, then it is a karma mishra bhakti. That's not pure. Because now your consciousness is going towards the karma also. So then in that case, that if one does that karma for the support of the bhakti, and the wholesome doing that bhakti is to get the result, more material result, then it is known as sakama karma mishra bhakti. And someone may do karma mishra bhakti to get the moksha. So the purpose of doing so karma mishra bhakti means bhakti is pradhana and some karma is added. So that's why it is known as karma mishra bhakti. It is also known as pradhani bhuta bhakti. But he may look for the moksha actually. So it's called as kaivalya kama karma mishra bhakti. And someone may do karma mishra bhakti for pleasing the Lord only. Bhakti matra kama karma mishra bhakti. Even that is also not pure, because karma is added and it is breaking what rule? Gnana karma dhanavrutam, it is breaking. So that's why it cannot considered as pure devotion actually.
So still in that three levels also, drishta phalas.
So even drishtafalam is there while do pure bhakti also. Subhada, we are saying,
That's what my
name fame, but we should not.
get attracted.
Yeah.
So hindrance.
Yes. Bhakti anartha, that is. This freedom is called vairagya, renouncement material desires. One who engages in devotional service to Lord according to regulative principles is automatically freed from material desires. And in that pure state of mind, one can realize the personality of Godhead. That means to do pure devotion, we should make our heart, whatever we do, that is only, that means whatever we do means devotion we do, that is only for the pleasure of the Lord. And also for doing this bhakti, so we don't want need of any karma, gnana or anything else. And that means there is no space for other sadhanas than bhakti. So bhakti means what? Direct bhakti here. Yesterday also we are seeing direct. If someone is able to do direct devotional services, Prabhupada is writing, then there is no need of following the varnashrama dharma. Varnashrama dharma is only stepping stone. If someone is directly engaging himself in directly devotional services, that is nothing but pure devotion. If he is doing that for the pleasure of the Lord, then there is no need of varnashrama system. But if one doesn't in that state, then they has to follow. So take the help of this. Next, this is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita as follows. Tesham satata yuktam bhajatam priti purvakam dadati buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantiti. So once if one enter into the fully surrender to the Lord, that means in our diagram, if come to the pure, that means surrender. This is the Dhrishraddha means full surrenderance. Then after that, what about his bodily maintenance? What about his bhajan guidance? Lord is saying that I will taking care. If you surrender to me, Yogakshema Vahamya means there he is saying everything. You don't need to worry about your Guru also. I will make arrange that. And how to do bhajan? And many people they ask, Prabhuji, how to do Raganuga Bhakti? And who will guide? And first of all, you surrender, then all will be manifested later. We don't want to surrender and simply speculating is no point of. And many people they say, how to identify my stage? So where and how it will happen, Prabhu? Like that they say. So Lord will give guidance when we. So dadami buddhi yogam, Prabhupada is saying here. One has to conquer the mind, and one may do it by following the Vedic rituals, by performing different types of sacrifice. The ultimate end of all those performances is to attain bhakti or devotional service of the Lord. That's why Suddha Bhakti definition, whatever is going by Rupa Goswami, is the founder Acharya Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And you can see the same kind of definitions in Ramanuja philosophy also. We took some few principles from them also. Suddha Bhakti, pure devotion, is their concept also. But very vastly it is advocated and promoted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And to those principles, so whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught to Sri Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, so theory, that means with books actually, with this pramana, books are written by Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He described the science of pure devotional service, very along this book. That's why this book is like our main book for Gaudiyas, The main book is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, is the most important book. And after that, Jiva Goswami felt that there is a need to elaborate even further more. So he wrote Bhakti Sandarbha actually. Bhakti Sandarbha is the more detailed version of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And also, but the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the later part, that means southern wave and western wave and eastern, northern wave. These three actually speaking about the rasa. That rasa vichara you will see in the Priti Sandarbha. 3 waves we see in Priti Sandarbha and 1 wave in Bhakti Sandarbha. So that's why Bhakti Sandarbha and Priti Sandarbha is more elaboration of one way or other, some additions of. So first wave and remaining 3 waves. Like that we can consider. And this is very, very important books. One should understand very scrutinizingly Bhakti. Wherever the in Shastra comes any sloka, we should strike to that is what kind of Bhakti this sloka is speaking. This is Karma Mishra Bhakti or Gnana Mishra Bhakti, or other in that Gnana Mishra Bhakti also, Kaivalya Kama Gnana Mishra Bhakti, or other Bhakti Matra Kama Karma Gnana Mishra Bhakti, like that, or otherwise.
Only 2 types?
No, many. Bhakti broadly classified as Aropa Siddha Bhakti, Sangha Siddha Bhakti, and Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. Once again, that is divided into one is 3, another is 9, and another is 4. So that if we make this whole divisions, if you understand, we can identify. That means in Shastra, if some sloka is Yat Karosi Yajjuhoshi Dadasi Yat. So I like that if you see this sloka consciousness, you will understand performance consciousness of this bhakti. Then based upon that, you can put, okay, this is this bhakti is speaking. This is this bhakti. This sloka is speaking this bhakti. This will help us to more see what is pure devotion, what is not pure devotion, and how to change. In the prayers also, we are able to see. So some prayers are like Mishra Bhakti prayers, some are pure. So like that, like Devatas, when they pray, you see that their desire behind that. And their prayer is not reflecting their pure devotion actually. Like that, you can start further analyzing the prayers also, you are able to analyze actually, consciousness level. That will help us to surrender to the Lord actually. And we'll try to follow them. That's why there is a bifurcation, crystal clearly able to see the subtleties of bhakti, and in the prayers also the consciousness of the person who is praying actually, devotee.
So in the beginning, I think in the Vrindavan hall, when we were discussing, Vasudeva has selected Upakyanas, which are very pure characters. Yes.
Yeah.
Now when we discriminate, okay, he's Karma Mishra Bhakti, he's Gnana Mishra Bhakti, is that not a offense kind of?
No. Upakyana, whole summary is pure devotion. In between, like you see, like Dakshopakyana, if you see, there are many are praying, like the demigods, Prajapatis, or different Brahmanas, everyone is praying. Those prayers are maybe, that means not pure devotion, but the whole Upakyana, ultimately, the Lord Shiva and also his devotion, if you see his position, everything is pure devotion. All you have to see, final summary. Inside, definitely you can see in Bhagavatam also there are so many places where we can see description of Karma Mishra Bhakti, Gnana Mishra Bhakti, Karma Gnana Mishra Bhakti, and like that many types of bhaktis, and Satviki Bhakti, like that Rajasika Bhakti, Tamasika Bhakti, Nirguna Bhakti, many are discussed. But the whole Upakyana, if you see Kapil Dev, he is describing the many types of, even he is describing the Gnana philosophy, Sankhya philosophy, and Yoga. That means Gnana and Sankhya one only. So Yoga is discussing. He is also discussing types of bhakti. But what is the conclusion of all this? So finally what he is concluding with the Devahuti? He is saying pure devotion. So if you see the prayers of Devahuti, so what she understood, she is putting that everything in the form of her realizations while leaving his son. So from this we can conclude. That means what is the conclusion of this Upakyana? Like that all Upakyana's summary is pure devotion. Like that only selected actually. So that's why in Srimad Bhagavatam there is no Vaisatirtham. There is no pilgrim place for crows. All are the place for Hamsas. But in other Puranas it's not like that. In other Puranas like Padma Purana and also Vishnu Purana and other Puranas, there we have so many Vaisatirthas. But overall, can you say then Vyasadeva's literature is Vaisatirtham? No. But in general way, the whole book is speaking about Bhakti only. Even the other Puranas also, even Tamasic Puranas also, there you can see there is a, so importantly they are saying about the Vishnu Bhakti only. But that is in the very rarely you may see. But all the Puranas ultimately they are meant for doing the pure devotion. That's why Anvaya Vyatireka Yasyat Sarvatra Sarvada. Yasyat Sarvatra Sarvada. All the places Bhakti is only the conclusion actually. For all activities, for all the books, and for all the anything actually. Ultimate conclusion is Bhakti only. So that's why in Puranas also, ultimate conclusion, their conclusion is also Bhakti only. The pure devotion to the Krishna. But, so that's why in this way, Puranas are also not Vaisa Tirtham. But Upakyanas in that, like in the Mahabharata. Why he wrote Mahabharata? He wrote Mahabharata to uplift the general mass people who are interested in karmic reality, reactions, fruits of karma. So to make them, to bring them towards the Shastra, he described. But it made such a bad result actually. What happened? Great loss happened to that fruitive mentality people. They thought that, oh, Vasudev said to do karma and that is his order. So then that is my dharma. So lifelong, I will do this only. And even Vasudev said in some places, Sarva Dharma and Parityaja. In Bhagavad Gita, he said this, leave every dharma. And also he said, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nasochati Nakangshati. So like that, in that places also he expressed Bhakti's top. But he expressed very rarely actually. And because of this, what happened? People whoever is seeing, that means his major portions which are promoting karma, and they are thinking that, oh, becoming Brahman I should do this, and then that is my duty, and lifelong I will do this. Even this Sarvadharman comes, he will think that this is only for the कोई काम धंधा नहीं है जो उसका माने ये कर्म करने में लायक नहीं है, नालायक लोगों माने जैसा भट्टो जी दीक्षित बोलते हैं. तो so what he says, not Bhatto, it's Kumarila Bhatta. Bhatta says only those people who are impotent, not able to produce children, they will become brahmacharis, naistik brahmacharis and sannyasis. Actually, real people, they take the grahastha ashram and they do karma and they produce the results of their karma and they enjoy. This is the mardpan hai. तो नहीं तो बाकी सब बेकार है. पंगवाहा पंगवादया ही से माने जो नपुंसक और लंगड़ा फिंगड़ा लोग, ये सब लोग ही सन्यासी लेते हैं. उन लोगों के लिए ये ब्रह्म, सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म, दिस काइंड ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स. एंड इवन द पीपल आल्सो सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य, जो भी अपना एक्टिविटीज को समर्थन करने के लिए ऐसा वाक्य दिखा के तो वो लोग चले जाते हैं, उन्हीं लोगों के लिए. लेकिन नहीं तो वर्क इज वर्शिप. So this is the damage actually happened because of Vasudev's. So what his intention is, yes, Kumaril Bhatta, Prabhakar and Kumaril Bhatta, these are the Mimamskas, debated with Shankaracharya. So, and Shankaracharya defeats them actually. Because Shankaracharya, he took sannyas, na? And he says that no, karma is important. Bhatta says karma is important. No, at that time the karma kanda was very much prevailing and that was destroyed. So then after that he brought to the minus to the zero, Shankaracharya. People's conscious from minus to zero. Then from there Vaishnavacharyas took it forward. Next, Damstragra Kotya Bhagavan Stvaya Dhruta Virajate Bhudara Bhusa Bhudhara Yathavanam nirasato data dhruta matanga gajendrasya sapatra padmini. O lifter of the earth with its mountains, which you have lifted with your tusk, is situated as beautiful as lotus flower, which leaves sustained by an infuriated elephant just coming out of the water. हाथी बाहर आते हैं उसमें जैसा कमल का फ्लावर रहता है वैसा दिख रही है अर्थ. अभी ऐसे कैसे दिख रही डिस्क हमको नहीं पता है. ये सब. The fortune of the earth planet is praised because of its being specifically sustained by the Lord. Its beauty is appreciated and compared to that of lotus flower situated on the trunk of an elephant. Next. त्रयीमयं रूपमिदं च सौकरं भूमण्डलेन तदतादृतेन ते चकास्तसुरधडेन भूयसा कलाचन्द्रस्य यथैव विभ्रमः. Here something font is not coming rightly. That's why I am not able to. O Lord, as the peaks of great mountains become beautiful when decorated with clouds, your transcendental body has become beautiful because of your lifting the earth on the edge of tusks. So, okay. So, we'll be having 10 minutes break, 12:45.
What is the dimension of Bhumandal and the dimension of the globe is equal almost?
No. Almost. This is Earth is 400 and some 70 millions of yards for Earth's diameter, and whole universe diameter is 500 millions of.
That dimension Prabhuji, the earth, the Bhumandal cannot go to the depth of the ocean.
स्लोली संक हो गया. एक्चुअली बहुत बड़ा प्रलय आया ना, उससे प्रलय से पूरा मिट्टी क्या हुआ, गल गया. प्रलय से वो सरक गया एक्चुअली. I understood actually. I also got same doubt. Then finally brought this conclusion actually. Yeah, Prabhu. Actually, whole Earth is, whole the universe is having the 500 millions of yojanas. So that means if you made it half, that means half is up and half is down. We are at the hip, na? That means hip of the universe. If you take whole universe as the Virat, and at the hip Earth is there. That means exactly middle. That means the 250 millions of yards we are in middle actually. Then water is there. If you go down, actually the thickness of Earth is so 1 lakh. And after that Anand Shesh is there. And he is also 1 lakh yojanas. And down there is a Kurma. Kurma is also 1 lakh. And total lakhs 3 lakh. So if you remove 3 lakh from the 250 million, that means, so 3 lakh, just that means Kurma is on the Garbhodaka ocean, Garbhodaka Jal only. You know, so then that's why, because tortoise need water or not, it's naturally Garbhodaka. That means just 3 lakh yojanas, down only water is there. Out of 250 million, 1 million is equal to how many lakhs? 10 lakhs. And 250 million, if you minus the 250 million minus 3 lakh. No? Lakh, 3 lakhs is just. That means just water is, how much space is there actually? Very little space. 2 lakh, that is Earth is also itself is 1 lakh, and if you remove, that means Anantashesh and Tortoise, that is Kurma, if you take, that is a 2 lakh. Only 2 lakh yojanas space only is there between the Garbhodaka Jal and the Earth. If there is a huge water, then, so it's very easy to go down, yes or no? Like that it. It went into the water. Then after that Varaha lifted that. इसीलिए मैं बोला थोड़ा एडजस्ट में थोड़ा सा थोड़ा मिट्टी चली गया तो अंदर जाएगा ना. No, that's impossible actually. Then you are going against the whole fifth canto. The whole fifth canto clearly describing entire Bhumandala's structure. That's impossible. Globe cannot be. No. Okay. That means just Garbhodaka Jal is there just near to our Earth. Only 2 lakh yojanas you should remove from the 250 million yojanas. That means it's a 250 minus 0.2. 249.8 million yojanas. This much water is there. वराह, what is impossible? नहीं नहीं नहीं. अकर्तुम अन्यथा कर्तुम सर्वम कर्तुम समर्थः. That is Bhagavan actually. That's why he went there. Okay, Prabhu. We'll have break for 10 minutes. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shall I give some questions? Huh? You'll write those answers for those questions. As per till now discussion for 10 minutes. Can you note down questions as assignment? It's a, it's a list out the different names of questions actually. Just it will be hook points. What you learn also it can be useful. Can you write it, everyone? It's not mandatory for. No, it's mandatory. If you don't say it's not mandatory, everyone write it, huh? First and foremost, list down the different names of kalpas of Brahmaji's 1 month. Okay. Different list out the different names. Huh? Oh. List out. Okay. List out the 30 names of kalpas of Brahmaji's 1 month. Next, how establish that Maitreya is speaking about Brahmakalpa story in Padmakalpa, in narration of Padmakalpa story. Huh? Establish that Maitreya is speaking about Brahmakalpa story while narrating Padmakalpa story. Okay, you know answer for this, how to establish this. You have to quote the slokas. So where the Padmakalpa story starts and then how this is switched to the Brahmakalpa story. You should make the whole description. Okay, clear? Second question. Third question is, establish that Maitreya is narrating Vartamana Varaha, Svetavaraha story while explaining Padmakalpa story. Svetavaraha. In Padmakalpa. Okay. Third question is clear? Okay. Next. Establish that Varnashrama Dharma is stepping stone to pure devotional service. Fourth question. Establish that Varnashrama Dharma is stepping stone to pure devotional service. Answers are there in your file, actually, we sent yesterday. You should just identify that. This is this. Next, how brahmachari duties should be performed to not to cover the pure devotion. How brahmachari duties has to be performed so that those duties will not cover pure devotion. Is clear? Question nobody is writing or what writing? Yeah. describe, or otherwise explain, earth is falling in Rasatala. Explain the meaning of earth is falling in actual, or explain the actual meaning of earth falls in Rasatala. Double quotes. Earth falls in Rasatala. Explain it. Actual meaning. You should describe that Rasatala is in the cavity of the earth, so that it is also Prithvi only, it cannot fall, and that means it is falling in Garbhoda Kajal. Like that you should. Steps. Huh? Ho gaya? And establish that the prayers of sages are concluding in pure devotional service. Just now I discussed. Understood? Explain that prayers, the conclusion of the prayers of sages is in pure devotional service. Huh? Done? Okay. This many. Is anything is there? Okay, we'll see later. Huh? Yes, very good. How Lord Varaha is Vedas personified. Because Lord is releasing, exhaling Vedas that entered into Brahmaji's nose, and that is coming in the form of Varaha. That's why Varaha is personification of Vedas. And these sages are seeing, and but they are concluding in pure devotion only. They are saying that finally what? This form is only experienced by Vairagya. What is there in the previous sloka? How it can be experienced? Vairagya bhaktyatmajayanu bhavita. That means Lord's form can be realized or experienced by what? By the bhakti which is free from the attachment for the seeable and unseeable results. That's this is establishing Anyabhilasha Sunyam. That means Vairagya is here. So Vairagya here is establishing what? Anyabhilasha Sunyam. And one is not having this kind of desires and also not doing that karma is Gnana Karma Janavritam. So Kevala Bhakti. So that is this prayer 39. You should take it, and based upon this, and also further is coming one more. So based upon this, you should say that these prayers are concluding in pure devotion. Okay, 40 second. 40 second na? No? Samstapayainam jagatam satastusham lokaya patnimasi mataram pita videma chasyai namasa sahatvaya yasyam swatejognimivaranavadha. O Lord, for the residential purposes of all inhabitants, both moving and non-moving, this earth is your wife, and you are the Supreme Father. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you, along with Mother Earth, in whom you have invested your own potencies, just as an expert sacrificer put fire in the Arni wood. Actually, just remembering Prabhu's question, how Varaha can enter into dawn actually. How Varaha when he was appeared? Is only upper portion of the thumb actually. And if he is only that much small, and how he becomes that much big. And that much big also can become that much small also. He can become anything actually. He can go anywhere. And he can do anything. That is beyond the Achintya Shakti he has. Inconceivable potential Lord is having. So here we are saying, the Lord is putting, that means he is bringing Mother Earth, Bhumata, Bhudara. Lord is, when he is holding Bhu. So it's like a putting fire. So investing his potency on Mother Earth is nothing but what? He is like it's a putting fire in Arani. Aranis we know na? Two Aranis they used to produce the fire actually in performing yajnas. There is a friction will be generated between one Arani top and another is lower. So they put some light. What they put actually? Some grass, yeah. Not grass, I think. Yeah. Some that is also having the darba something system. That is also we should follow rules only. Anything we cannot put actually. Acha, acha, acha. Yeah. So from there fire they produce, not from the match box. There is a pure fire. Fire is also having many quality. Is divided into many in the qualities: sattvic fire, tamasic, and rasic. So like that. So pure fire that is. So Arani, like how the fire is put in the Arani, in the same way he is investing his energy on earth, where earth is a mother and he is father. Purport, the so-called law of gravitation which sustains the planets is described herein as the potency of the Lord. This potency is invested by the Lord in the way that an expert sacrificial Brahmana put fire in the Arani wood by the potency of Vedic mantras. By this arrangement, the Lord becomes habitable for both moving and non-moving creatures. The conditioned souls who are residents of material world are put in the womb of Mother Earth. In the same way, the seed of a child is put by the father in the womb of the mother. This conception of the Lord and the earth as father and mother is explained in Bhagavad Gita. Conditioned souls are devoted to the motherland in which they take their birth, but they don't know their father. The mother is not independent in producing children. Similarly, material nature cannot produce living creatures unless in contact with the Supreme Father. Like Ikshanakarta. So Karna Sai Vishnu, when he glances, all the jivas along with their karma. So, and also what it enters? Kala Shakti. Both they enter, and Prakriti is having the quality of changing. So change, Parinam. So change is the quality of Prakriti. When Kala Shakti enters into that, so then after that also jivas with their karma they are entering. It's like impregnating, like a father is impregnating mother, the same way Lord is impregnating. Then the souls are entered into the mother womb, and then after that they are further development of Brahmanda, and finally Brahmaji is giving bodies to that. That is known as Prakruta, and another is creation is primary creation and secondary creation. Vikruta. Yes? We read na in which chapter? Which chapter? 10th. Huh? 10th chapter? 10th chapter, na? 10 or 11? 11th chapter. I forgot because long time.
10 chapters are there. Fourth chapter, the process of creation.
No, but this Prakrita and Vikruta, this explains where? Okay, no, leave it. I'll tell tomorrow. Kasraddhaditanyamata anyatamastav prabho rasam gataya bhuva udva barhanam na vismayo sautvayi vishva vismaye yo maya edam srujeti vismayam. Sasrujeti vismayam. Who else but you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, could deliver the earth from within the water? It is not very wonderful for you. However, because you acted most wonderfully in creation of the universe, by your energy you have created this wonderful cosmic manifestation. When a scientist discovers something impressive to the ignorant mass of people, the common man, without inquiry, accepts such a discovery as wonderful. But the intelligent man is not struck with wonder by such a discoveries. He gives all credit to the person who created the wonderful brain of the scientist. A common man is also struck with wonder by wonderful action of material nature, and he gives all credit to the cosmic manifestation. The learned Krishna conscious person, however, knows well that behind the cosmic manifestation is brain of Krishna, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Since Krishna can direct the wonderful cosmic manifestation, it is not at all wonderful for him to assume the gigantic form of a boar and thus deliver the earth from the mere of the water. A devotee is therefore not astonished to see the wonderful boar, because he knows that the Lord is able to act far more wonderful by his potencies, which are inconceivable to the brain of even the most erudite scientist. So that's why Lord Varaha, how he lifted such a earth. So this is inconceivable. So this is only for the devotees. Devotees means who surrender to the Lord. That means they accepted inconceivability of the Lord. How it happened? Just by studying scriptures, logically, by mercy. By mercy of such a devotee who has such a faith on the Lord's energies and Lord. So he has to give mercy. Mercy means nothing but krupa, is nothing but bhakti only. Mercy is how it is coming? It is coming from heart of the devotee. So when that devotee, he get from another devotee actually mercy. So that is nothing but, that means when he does bhakti, because of that bhakti, heart is losing all the conditioning. Vaigunyata, that means conditioning modes. Conditioning is out from that heart. That heart is fully now is filled with bhakti, is transcendentalized. And because of that bhakti, it became so soft. So then it started melting actually. That melting form is nothing but what? Mercy actually. So that's why mercy is nothing but the condensed state of bhakti. When now the neophytes, they have also bhakti, but that is now is covered with the jnana and karma and also desires. So that's why that is a saguna bhakti. That is not pure actually. That will become pure by getting the mercy from pure devotees, association. So from the pure devotee, only pure mercy will be coming purely. So that enters into the new person. So in this way, so whoever is getting, that person will accept inconceivabilities of the Lord's inconceivable energies. Otherwise, all the time it is doubtful, and that's why whoever didn't get this kind of mercy, they cannot, even they are given with the Bhagavatam, they cannot get any pure devotion. It's impossible for them. So that's why bhakti begins from bhakti. Bhakti comes from bhakti. So this is a funda philosophy. We will see in today evening, Madhuri Kadamini discussions. Okay. Yeah.
Mercy means opportunity to perform bhakti.
Mercy means is a bhakti.
For
Is
conditioned souls.
yeah.
So, pure devotee or Madhyamadikara is showing mercy on him means he is giving some awareness
Bhakti.
about bhakti.
That's bhakti only he is giving. He is giving. Mercy is coming from the bhakti only. So that's why it's bhakti. That's why bhakti comes from bhakti. That can be many ways. That can be curse. That can come in many ways. Actions you are asking. That can be the wish. That can be glance. That can be touch. That can be curse. That can be hug. That can be anything actually. Action you ask, then any type of action. That can be the dust of the devotee. Through the dust also it can go.
So, can I consider that I got bhakti or opportunity to perform bhakti?
No, you got bhakti, not opportunity. Bhakti, bija you should be given. Bhakti only it is. Otherwise, how opportunity, how to define that? It's a bhagya. That is, bhakti is given, so that is known as bhagya. Now that has to be nourished, that given bhakti.
Bhakti needs to be nourished.
That means that you should grow it like it's a bija. Then you should put the water. So for that we should do service.
So bhakti gives bhakti seed.
Yeah, bhakti comes from bhakti.
Bhakti seed comes from bhakti.
Yes. Seed form. Bhakti is in seed form. Bhakti seed means bhakti in seed form now.
When Prabhupada he preached to these hippies, he gave them seeds or he gave them bhakti?
He destroyed whatever the anarthas, like in the case of Narada Muni, when he begged them that Bhakti Vedantis, can I take your remnants? By taking that mercy destroyed, that is also Bhakti only, that destroyed the blocks for doing bhajan, stumbling blocks, that is destroyed. Prabhupada, what he did seeds and also he destroyed the blocks, anarthas, which are stopping to grow that.
He removed all the blocks.
That's why they are very immediately picked up. And but we are giving, but it is nobody is picking up that fastly because we are not able to destroy actually. That is also bhaktas also not everyone is equal. Powerful bhaktas are different, small level, and they are varies. And their Shakti is also that much only. They can also give that much mercy only, whatever they have in their bhakti level, the density of the bhakti or the power of the bhakti they have. Like but everything is same only. Like you see, fire is in the lamp is also same quality. Fire is which is there in the big flame is also same quality fire. But one is, if you are feeling the cold, if you go to the lamp, it is not going to relieve you from that pain of that coldness, but only the blaze it will remove. Similarly, who is having the prabala bhakti in their heart, they only destroy the anarthas of others. But who has very less, they cannot. That's why we are not able to make more number of serious devotees, because our bhakti is not strong actually. It's very weak, like a small lamp. It should be like blazing fire. Then he can make the thousands and thousands. They will get the shelter and they can become devotees.
You said mercy means condensed form of bhakti.
Condensed form of Swarup Shakti you take. Bhakti itself is a condensed form of Swarup Shakti, and that now started melting actually. Condensed form of Swarup Shakti I am taking. This is right.
Melting.
Because of the before what he was having the lot of influence of the Sattva Rajas Tamas. Because of that, heart is very hard actually. That means he's being influenced by the modes. Then he will think that he is in the mode of goodness. He is influenced. Bhakti is there, but along with that, modes also there in the heart. Influence of modes also is there. Then he will think that he is liking, he is not liking based upon his modes. That kind of conditioning behavior he will do actually. And sometimes based upon conditioning, he may give mercy, may not give mercy. That whatever little bhakti has, that he may give, may not give. So that's why they make selectively. अरे तो बहुत पैसा देगा तो इनको थोड़ा हम भक्ति के बारे में बोलेंगे. एक conditioned state है actually. They are not unconditionally they are giving bhakti. But when this Vaigunyata is gone, even that means they can give to anyone unconditionally. They give. That means they are not influenced by Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. That's why unconditionally bhakti comes there. That means like sometimes water flows from the mountains and sometimes may not flow. So like that, so Sukadeva Goswami says in Bhagavatam. So these pure devotees also, sometimes they give mercy. Anyway, we will discuss this. Yeah. That is also his will. It's not that everyone aradha he has to destroy. Everyone's.
When we say this, says that the darshan of the pure devotees, it purifies like a Ganges water. Now, if you see, so many hippies came.
I understood your question.
Then,
So that means if he is purifying everyone.
Just a minute. So when we say the person got purified, means objectively say that ki now he's chanting or he's into any other practice or devotional service, but that is not visible many of the hippies that time. So the purification, then how it can be taken?
That's why I understood your question, I said. So see, here two types. Those who have anarthas, those who have no anarthas. Those who have no anarthas, that means maybe having the not the so severe anarthas. If they get just association, there is no need to give mercy additionally. Just they saw or they came in presence or they hear his word. Anything happened, through that association immediately mercy flows, and by that who has no anarthas, they can become devotees. And those hippies who are in that kind of state, just by darshan itself they become devotee also, some. But some who has anarthas, then he has to give additionally, not only just association, additionally deliberately he should give. Maybe some instruction, some curse or something. Like in the case of example, so Narada Muni, he is giving curse to Nalakuver and Manikri. They were offending. They were naked and they are showing their naked body to Narada Vaishnava. Even for that, they have anartha. They are the case of anarthas. For them, he gave mercy in the form of curse. So in that case, it through curse it will flow. Or curse will not only curse, many ways. Deliberately it should be given. And after given also, some people they do because of the bad association, they misutilize also. They may do offend. Then what will happen? They will leave the bhakti and they go back. So he might have given instructions. You should do this and you should not do. But someone become because of bad association, then he may take that go against the given instructions. Then offenses he will do and he will be out of the.
Either some of them are not able to follow, or they are not given the bhakti deliberately.
That also can be possible. Many. Because pure devotee, you have full independence. You cannot force anything on him. Otherwise, bhakti is independent, that will be broken.
But surely some changes will be there, the anarthas might something might be there.
Definitely. Hey, we have to finish. This topic is completely different. It's going differently. Actually, I didn't want to take his question also, but it's not difficult for me, and I cannot. You can ask after class. You can come to me. I'll take less questions also from you. I am saying, okay, because our syllabus, we have to finish today second chapter also. Otherwise, very huge chapters, 15 and 16. Lot of discussion, lot of bhakti principles, and many things will come actually. There you can dwell more, but here if we, this side topics, these are all.
So Prabhupada, he could give mercy to the hippies, but today he's not there, so his lectures are there.
Yeah.
So when I'm giving the class, so I'm giving whole month, I'm giving class, but I'm not allowing Prabhupada to, students to hear Prabhupada lecture. I'm saying no, he's not there, you read his book, I will give class. So is it okay?
Prabhupada lectures also is the kind of form of mercy, because his words, voice is a mercy only. So that's why we should allow to hear. How can you stop? And definitely someone, so bhakti, like you lit the lamp, one lamp, and after that you can use that lamp to lit another one, like that, another candle. So this candle, lit candle can be used to another candle, like that. So someone can spread, but what kind of strength we have in our bhakti, that also we have to see. So that's why we have to use all the means. We should also make them to associate pure devotees like Gurudev or Guru Maharajas who are practicing. You should regularly allow them to associate with them and do service and hear their lectures and like that. So that what will happen, whom we are not able to lift, because some people, they have a lot of weight of anarthas, and it's difficult to destroy their anarthas by our Shakti, with our bhakti. So then in that case, We have to take them to the higher authorities. Like एक छोटा डॉक्टर आरएमपी के पास जाते बीमारी के लिए, तो ठीक नहीं होते तो क्या करते हैं? बड़ा डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं ना, वैसे ही.
Can we say probably Gopal जी का lecture उस time के लिए था, अभी के लिए नहीं?
ऐसा नहीं. But definitely there is an advantage. So if he is physically there, so then he can understand he can hear also. If you get physical association, that's more definitely. There is more mercy is there, you can say. Because mercy also quantity is also varies. Small and big more, that is also possible. Like the fire. But quality is same, but quantity can be vary. Like fire in the lamp and also fire in the blazing fire. So is different. So the amount, quantity. Similarly, so if he's personally there and he's hearing your questions and he's understanding your problems and he's giving physically instructions to you, that's more mercy. So, but in general, lectures itself is a form of mercy. But whom it can influence, who has a lot of anarthas, even they hear, they may not get influenced by that. And because of their anartha amount is heavy. So that's why many we are making them to hear, but many are not accepting also. Then they need some more actually. Maybe some Vaishnava should give more mercy to him. Vidhunvata vedamayam nijam vapur janastapas satya nivasino vayam satashiko drututa shikambu bindubir vimrujamana brushamisha pavita. O Supreme Lord, undoubtedly we are inhabitants of the most pious planets, the Jana, Tapas and Satya. These sages belongs to these three planets. But still we have been purified by the drops of water sprinkled from your shoulder hair by the shrinking of your body. So when it came, this water is coming and falling, and they are all purified. Ordinarily, the body of a hog is considered impure, but one should not consider that the hog incarnation assumed by the Lord is impure. That form of the Lord is personified Vedas and is transcendental. The inhabitants of the Jana, Tapas and Satyalokas are the most pious persons in the material world. But because those planets are situated in the material world, there are so many material impurities there are also. Therefore, when the drops of water from the tips of Lord's shoulder hair were sprinkled upon the bodies of the inhabitants of the higher planets, they felt purified. Okay. Savai bata brashtamatista vaishate yah karmanam parama para karmanaha yad yogamaya gunayoga mohitam vishwam samastam bhagavan videhim sham. This is a little important sloka. O Lord, there is no limit to your wonderful activities. Anyone who desires to know the limit of your activities is certainly nonsensical. Everyone in this world is conditioned by powerful mystic potencies. Please bestow your causeless mercy upon these conditioned souls. Here is an important point. Yoga maya gunam maya mohitam. This whole world is yad yoga maya gunamaya mohitam. So this whole world is bewildered by the Lords Yoga Maya and Mahamaya. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is explaining this little more. Evam talleelam kati varnayama vayam sarva veda vidopi twalleela sindoho kadamapi samasthena na vidmaha kem punaranye varakaha ityahuhu. So here it is said that Lord's glories are like a ocean. Lord's leelas are leela sindhu. Sindhu means ocean. And sarva veda vidopi, the one who vayam sarva veda vidopi, these sages are saying, we are all the knowers of the Vedas. Even we are all the knowers of the Vedas, but your leelas are like a ocean. In that ocean, even one drop also we don't know. Kanamapi samasthena na vidmaham. Even one drop also we don't know. You have so many innumerable leelas. And what to speak of others? So, why the devotees are also not able to know the Lord's leelas? That is being said here. Tava karmanam param eshate janati janami iti abhimanyante ityartha. People think that we know Lord and we know the Lord's past tense, but actually they think that they know, but actually they are not knowing completely. So, nanu maya mohita jivo na janatu nama mayatita madbhakto naradadi. Now Lord can ask these sages, Acha, you are all saying that, so people who not knowing this, so okay, people who are bewildered by the Maya, they may not know about me and my glories. What about the people who are not in the Maya? Like example, Narada and so and so. They are also don't know the my Leelas fully. Then these sages are saying, yes, yes, they also don't know your Leelas fully. So because यस्य तव योगमाया चित्सिक्ति वृत्तिभेदः गुणयोगो गुणमेलन रूपो अविद्या च ताभ्यां मोहितम. All the jivas, that means who are not in the Maya, who are in the Maya, both who are in the Maya, they are bewildered by the avidya. All the jivas are covered by the avidya, and who are not in Maya, that means who are not, you are influenced by the Yoga Maya, they are also bewildered by one of the vritti of Yoga Maya. So like this, Lord is bewildering Prakrita Jagat and also Aprakrita Jagat. Being illusioned by Yoga Maya, they are all thinking that Lord is only little boy. Yashoda Maya thinks that Krishna is only small boy, and if any difficulty he gets, immediately she started crying. Because she is also being influenced by Yoga Maya. And she can also understand, she also cannot understand that he is not in danger. And she expressed her love like that. So that's why he is bewildering both jagas. And what is from this what he is getting? So by bewildering the bhaktas also, he get rasa. That is, so lot of rasa he enjoys by bewildering. And Jivatma, because it is away from the Lord and it doesn't want to turn towards the Lord, so that's why Maya is so keeping in her lap, capturing and be with me, and we'll be together. So next. So same thing is there in the purport. So like this, even the devotees also being influenced by Lord's Maya. So Yashoda Maya knows only Krishna Leelas, but Krishna performing like Leelas like Narayana, these Leelas, she doesn't know. And the devotees who are in the Kunta, they don't know Krishna's Leelas. And devotees who are in the Dwarika, they don't know other Leelas. They are bewildered that much, and they will be knowing Krishna as like that only. With the Aishwarya Yukta Madhurya in Dwaraka, pure Madhurya in Vrindavan, and pure Aishwarya in Vaikunta. Maitreya Vacha Uptyupasthiya Manosau Munivir Brahmavadibi Salile Swakurakranta Upadatta Vitavanim. The sage Maitreya said, the Lord, being thus worshipped by all the great sages and transcendentalists, touched the earth with his hooves and placed it on the water. Placed it on the water. Placed it on the water means water से कितना दूर में हो वो? 0.2 million योजनास. Just पानी की ऊपर ही है वो तो. इसीलिए हाँ पहले डूब गए, उसको ऊपर लेके रख दिया इसे. 0.3 है. Okay. That 3 means there's own thickness also there, no? So that means 0.2. That means if you say 0.3, then it's just only the edge, top edge is there on the top, and remaining is still in the water. So 0.2. The purport, the earth was placed on the water by his inconceivable potency. The Lord is all powerful, and therefore he can sustain the huge either on the water or in air as he likes. How it is placed on the water? Just there is support of the Anantshesh and down, so much Kurma Avatar. So like this it is. On the water it is still, and this is the Lord's potency. Kurma is also Lord's incarnation, and also Anansesh is also Lord's incarnation. With this inconceivable potency, he took these avatars and he is holding that on the top of water. The tiny human brain cannot conceive how these potencies of the Lord can act. Man can give some vague explanation of the laws by which such phenomena are made possible. By our scientific approach, in this Prakriti, we try to reach to some extent, maybe 0.0001%. And also because of that research, we may get small results. But we are very much puffed up with this, and we think that using the small knowledge to understand the entire creator. So that is not at all possible actually. Until unless if you don't accept the inconceivability feature of the Lord. That is only possible by, the full trust is only possible by full belief, mercy of pure devotee is needed actually. Otherwise, what Jivatmas easily by reading their own, the Vedas and these Puranas, they can become devotees by themselves. Which are therefore called inconceivable. So at the frog philosophers still try to give some imaginary explanation. Saitam Bhagavanurvim Vishwaksena Prajapati Rasaya Lilayonitam Apsunyasya Yauharihi. In this manner, the personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the maintainer of all living entities, raised the earth from within the water, and having placed it afloat on the water, he returned to his own abode. Purport: the personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, descends by his will to the material planets in his innumerable incarnations for particular purposes. And again he goes back to his own abode. When he descends, he is called an avatara, because avatara means one who descends. So neither the Lord himself nor he specific devotees who come to this earth are ordinary living entities like us. Prabhupada is writing. He is considering himself as ordinary living entity. Like you all, you should write like that. Yaivametam harimedhaso hare katham subhadram kataniyamaina shrunvita bhaktya shravayeta veshati oshati janardanosya hrudi prasidati. Falashruti is a real phala. If one hears and describes in a devotional service this auspicious narration of Lord Bore, which is worthy of description, the Lord who is within the heart of everyone is very pleased. By all of you know, Lord is pleased. Purport: in his incarnation, the Lord appears, acts and leaves behind him a narrative story which is as transcendental as he himself. Every one of us is fond of hearing some wonderful narration, but most stories are neither auspicious nor worth hearing because they are of the inferior quality of material nature. So like all these movies, this and that. Every living entity is of superior quality, spirit, soul, and nothing material can be auspicious for him. Intelligent persons should therefore hear personally and cause others to hear the descriptive narrations of Lord activities, for that will destroy the pangs of material existence. Out of his causeless mercy only, the Lord comes to this earth and leaves behind his merciful activities so that the devotees may derive transcendental benefit. So because to give paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha daskrutam, so to save his devotees means the devotees of the Lord always hankering for the association of the Lord, and they want to see the various leelas of the Lord, and because they are not getting that, their heart is in the pain actually. To relieve that pain, he comes. And at that time, so secondarily, automatically it happens, killing of the demons. But the main purpose is to relieve his devotees from the separation pain. Next, tasmin prasanne sakala shisham prabhau kim durlabam tabiralam lavatmabi ananya drishtya bhajatam guhashayah swayam vidatte swagatim parah param. Nothing remains unachieved when the Supreme Personality of Godhead is pleased with someone. By transcendental achievement, one understands everything else to be insignificant. One who engages in transcendental loving service is elevated to the highest perfection stage by the Lord Himself, who is seated in everyone's heart. That means when we get the seed of this pure devotion from pure devotees, and then if we do sadhana bhakti, by seeing that sadhana bhakti, Lord will uplift that jiva actually. He will get his mercy. Then one will get the mercy from Lord. So he will be giving the finally prema. So as stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord gives intelligence to the pure devotees, so that they may be elevated to the highest perfectional stages. That means here, whoever is coming to the pure devotion, so Yogakshemam Vahamiham, he is saying that I will take care how to do your bhajan. So, but you should surrender. Qualification is Drashraddha. Surrender, then he is in the pure devotional platform. Prabhupada is writing same point. He has stated in Bhagavad Gita that Lord gives intelligence to the pure devotees. But for the what about the people who are common, for whom who will give the mercy? Vaishnavas they give. So what about the common people? Will Lord go and will give his mercy to common people? No. He will never give to the, because that is not his habit, his nature. His nature is not approaching any materialistic person, no. If he gives mercy to the materialistic person, what will happen? Entire world it have been devotees. But why he is not giving then? He could have given, one may say. Huh? They don't want, we cannot say.
It's partial. If he is giving someone and he is not giving someone.
Why can't he give to everyone?
He wants to make his devotees glorified.
That is also an answer, but
If he doesn't want to, even if he goes back home better, he will create disturbance. He does not
actually in Paramatma Sandarbha it comes, Lord is not reacted to the, he will not react to the material pains. By seeing the material pain of Jivatma, he will not react. His heart reacts for only devotion. Material pain will not touch the heart of the heart, Lord. Lord's heart cannot be touched by material pain, because he is completely pure. And material pain, material suffering cannot touch his heart. But it is touched by devotees. And that's what they give. There's a lot of discussion here. So, here the main point is actually, in Bhakti Sandarbha also we can see this philosophical axiom actually for our Lord. Even when it comes to the material world, he is not in Maya's control. That means even he walks in the forest, like Rama Avatar, and looking for this, that, and he is not under the clutches of Maya. And that's why he doesn't have any experience of material pain. No experience. But he has knowledge, Sarvagna he is. Knowledge is different from the experience. Can you say Lord can have experience of material pain? It is a break. It's a loophole for our philosophy. Na? That means Sarupa Shakti is coming under control of material energy. If we are able to, that means like Jivatma is Chit Shakti, it can be covered by Avidya. And so that Avidya is product of the Maya and it can cover the Jivatma, which is also Chit Shakti, but is inferior Chit Shakti. And that can cover it, and that can make that Jivatma to forget about himself. So what he is soul, but he is forgetting that. Maya can do that with the Lord, who is Sarupa Shaktiman. If he is, until unless if Maya doesn't cover, how she can give pain to him. So that means Lord is forgetting himself as I am Supreme Lord, and he is identifying himself as something material body and feeling the pain of that. Is it possible? It's not possible at all. So that way, does he have any experience of material world? Never. He never tasted it. If you say he tasted, then gone. philosophy, gone. So that's why he doesn't have any material pain experience, and he will not react for so pain of the material world.
This point doesn't refute the Lord is not complete. Lord is complete.
No, it will not refute. It's merit actually. It's not demerit. We should see which is merit and which is demerit. Falling, Lord is falling on the clutches of Maya is not a merit for the Lord actually.
What about Jharikanda forest too?
Huh?
Jharikand forest.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is completely transcendental. Even the Ram, I am saying, that's why. Even he is walking in the forest, there's no pain.
So like the animals, they got the mercy directly from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah.
So
Acha, that you are asking. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as a devotee. So he was requested by the devotees, so that's why he came. So that means Lord will come. He is reacting for the devotion means some devotee request by seeing the pain of material world and you please come and deliver. Then for that request he is coming. That means he is coming on the request of devotees, not directly. Yeah, he is also coming as devotee. But it doesn't mean that his Swarupa Shakti is now diluted into the Tatastha Shakti. But that is a mood. But here, so he comes under the request actually of the devotees. Anyway, this is the philosophical axiom of our Vaishnava Siddhanta. So Lord cannot experience material pains or pleasure. And wherever there is no experience, there is no mercy. Up for that. किसी को कुछ उसके बारे में कभी एक्सपीरियंस ही नहीं है, लेकिन उसको जस्ट आइडिया है, तो कैन ही रिएक्ट फॉर दैट? कुछ एक स्पेशल बीमारी है जिसका नाम आप सुने नहीं, लेकिन ये बीमारी है बस, तो आप उसको रिएक्ट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वो बीमारी आपको खुद को आया, उसको परेशानी पता चला, तब उसको सुनते ही अरे but he has knowledge. Yes.
Then he won't give mercy because
Yeah. But his mercy comes through his devotees.
So my point is like sometimes some difficult phase is there. So we say pray. We say then pray to Lord.
Yes.
But Lord has no experience, then how?
No, he is reacting for his prayers, not for his pain.
Yeah, but then the prayer is to remove this pain.
See, that's why my philosophy is what? So someone is a materialistic devotee, so artha jignasu artharthi gnani. If they pray, like example Gajendra, when he was in the difficulty, he prayed. Before that, he didn't come for 1,000 years. So, but if you pray, then that will touch immediately and he will come.
So prayer is a devotional activity.
Yes. That's example Jiva Goswami gives. Same this Gajendra example. Okay. That some devotee, we have to see, you have to, every story. So if you hear in between, then you have to link it with some devotee prayer is there behind this sometime. So which is maybe not visible in the story also. We have to consider like that. And also bhakti begins with bhakti, and if even someone become the devotee means, or other from the birth is devotee means, you have to understand that he got the seed from any another life, we don't know. So that this is philosophical axioms, we cannot change it actually. Even in the stories it is not there, because story also cannot describe what is happening for the millions of years in the background, we don't know. So that's why these has to be accepted, axioms. Next. Ko nama loke purushartha saravit puru kathanam bhagavat katha sudham apiya karnanjaliver bhavapaha virajyeta vinanaretaram. Who, other than one who is not a human being, can exist in this world and not be interested in the ultimate goal of life? Who can refuse the nectar of narrations about the personality of Godhead's activities, which by itself can deliver one from all material pangs? Only who will reject? Naretaram means who is animal. The narration of the activities of the personality of Godhead is like a constant flow of nectar. No one can refuse to drink such a nectar except one who is not a human being. So devotional service to the Lord is the highest goal of life for every human being. Such a devotional service begins by hearing about transcendental activities of the personality of Godhead. So the animals, they glorify him as like what? Swaraha vidvaraha ushtra karaihi samstitaha. These animals will glorify him. Whoever is not, in whose ears the Lord's names are going, they are glorified by all these four animals. This dog and this hog and camel and ass. They all glorify him because, wow, being a human being, he is performing our duties so nicely actually. And that means he is being human being, having intelligence, and he knows that there is a punishment for this, but still he is doing, so which we cannot do. I cannot replace you and that dog, hog, ass and camel sitting together and they are discussing actually. Oh, this person is doing your activity also very nicely and my activity also very nicely. And I cannot replicate your, I cannot imitate your activity and you cannot imitate my activity. But he is being human being, different from all of us animals, and he is doing our activities perfectly than us. Like that they glorify him. So one is what? So unnecessarily barking, dog's activity. Without any reason, keep on shouting whole day on the roads. So people also without any reason keep on barking this and that and this. We want this revolution, that revolution, striking this, that. This unnecessary barking. And also hog eating whatever is coming in front of it. Similarly, people also keep on eating whatever is coming without offering to the Lord. And whatever the wound, that's a camel, working hard. It works hard for getting some little grass. And what about the donkey? Getting kick from female donkey. Still it will go again and again behind that. Even after getting so many kicks. So thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of 3rd canto 13th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavata entitled Appearance of Lord Varaha. So that's why only Naretara, who is not a human being, he will be so not glorifying the Lord's glories. Now the pregnancy of Diti in the evening. Sri Sukha Uvacha Nishamya Kaishara. Huh? Yeah? 2:30, na? Our class? What is this? I have to finish today this chapter. Already I have half an hour late actually. Before half an hour only, this chapter could have been finished, and 1 hour and plus 2 hours evening. 3 hours is enough to finish this chapter. And then we'll be having 2 more chapters, 4 days. That's good time actually, luxurious time we can. Actually, Saturday also class is there? Really? 6 days he said actually. 1 to... actually, where is that? Message, let me see. Hey, cheating me, huh? Let me see actually. Maybe I am confused. 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4, 5.
Acha. Maybe I am only confused, Prabhu. My God. So Monday to Friday only, huh? Not Saturday? Huh? Extra we can take, na? Coordinator, who is the coordinator? Let us see, huh? Maximum will try to finish on... Acha, Prabhu.
So we could have thought 11 to 1 one slot, but
Hmm.
margin, and then after that they would take bath and the prashadam is after that. Morning they like breakfast, then 1 o'clock is prashadam.
Morning, is it possible? 7 to 8:30 or 9 like that? Oh, they say. So then we'll finish it in 3 days. We'll try.
You are there evening, Saturday evening, 3 to 5.
I'm on afternoon. I'm leaving. I think that can be cancelled. Also, it's not a problem because I'm going to Hyderabad only. Ticket can be made anytime.
Devotees, please let me know. Please raise hands. How many of you are comfortable for Saturday, 3 to 5?
Like that, we'll plan for teaching of the next 3 days.
Saturday 3 to 5. How many of you are comfortable? Raise hands. Right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I would.
90%. Then we can. Evening extra में क्या issue है? Exam हो जाती है ना Friday evening. Then you would be very difficult to give exam on Friday evening. Which is evening है, okay. So if you would cannot give exam, then it will be very difficult to take it by exam individually. One to do this. So evening, Prabhuji is asking that today, tomorrow evening, should we keep or Saturday afternoon is better? What do you prefer?
Maybe we can increase some half an hour like that.
Tomorrow like that we'll take Prabhuji and Saturday we'll write exam.
Sir, Prabhuji is just telling half an hour. So tomorrow and day after, next 2 days. Or let's say
3 days.
3
Yeah.
days. Can we do like this? That's 1:30 to 2. So the break becomes only 30 minutes. Or we can do break 2 to 2:45 break and then 2:45 to 4:45.
Or 5.
5 is best.
Some dudes take 7, they leave 7. They take 4 o'clock, but
Yes.
they are adjusting to this.
Achha, achha, achha.
For them 5 o'clock will be. So 4:45. Okay, we can do 5. And those dudes need Prashadam Margi, they can do 4:30. Whether we can do it, whatever, 5 dudes will no problem. We can do like that. So is it okay from tomorrow, next 3 days?
Yes.
I repeat, we will meet at 11 o'clock, 11 to 12:30, and then 12:40 to 2 o'clock. Okay? And then 2:45 to 4:45. Is it okay with everybody?
Exam on Saturday.
Exam on
Saturday.
No extra class.
No extra class, Saturday exam. Saturday exam.
Okay, exam how many, with this change time, increased time half an hour, how many of you want the exam on 5th Friday evening or Saturday 2 to 4, 3 to 5 something like that? Friday or Saturday? Please raise hand for Friday.
Saturday evening.
Friday raise hand please.
Friday
Friday evening same with Kamara 6 to 7:30 wala.
Every time we have next day Saturday.
Here now because of this time I'm asking Friday को shoot है या Saturday को? Friday. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Friday, how many devotees is Friday evening? Raise hands Friday evening. Okay. And Saturday, how many devotees Saturday?
जिसको जब करना है ऐसे कर सकते
तो सैटरडे करेंगे टाइम जैसे प्रसाद में 2:30 तक हो जाता है 3 to 4:30
5 to 7. 5 to 7 is some time.
13, 14, 15, 16.
तो प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं 4 o'clock चलो 4 to 5:30 please 4 to 5:30 Saturday evening 4 to 5:30 exam and the timings for next 3 days is 11 to 12:30 12:40 to 2 2:45 to 4:40
Okay. Thank you, bro. हाँ? आज से नहीं ना इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, कल से. हाँ? नहीं अभी तो 2 बज गए ना अभी तो आधा घंटा करके 15 श्लोक तो हो ही जाएगा. उसके बाद क्योंकि ये तो छोटा छोटा है, नेक्स्ट 15, 16 ये 2 चैप्टर थोड़ा डिस्कस्ड है, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट.
looking at me can we meet 2:45 instead of 2:30 today
अच्छा, बट आई लूज ना टुडे. Today also they will be you'll be there for 4:45 today.
so 2:45 4:45 we meet today
Okay.
so we have 45 minutes break
I'll tell you half an hour last only. Only 2 hours na actually. Now if I do 2:30 and also every day 3:30 to 4:30, 2 hours I am getting anyway. 2:30 to 3:30. So generally what? 3:30 to or?
2:30 to 4:30 to us.
Ah.
Generally. And today also we have been 2 hours only. Only starting 15 minutes late.
Okay.
Because now it got a little late. Some people need to take bath.
Okay, bro. Hare Krishna.
So 2:45 we will meet till 4:45 we will meet.
Yeah.